Jeff Thomas Black asked me to do a kind of a rebuttal. I don't know if rebuttal is the right word, but more of a thing on his live tonight. The live that he did with Always Cherry Pick. And I'm like, I can do that. That's what I do. Either back up my boys or I destroy the boys I don't like. It's one or the other for me. So today, I had one of the worst days. This is going somewhere. Wait for it. Today, I had one of the worst days I've ever had. Ever. On DoorDash. I had the worst instructions you've ever can believe. We have a hospital up here, not too far away, and that hospital literally is one address for the entire fucking complex. I believe that bitch is 20 acres. And in that time, as soon as I picked the order, you know what I guys mean? You know what I mean by that. I picked the order, I took it. Because I'm a top dasher and you gotta take some nonsense to get the shit done. So I took the order, and I don't look at the map anymore. If the miles are right, at least close to right, I'll do it. Especially this time of the month. I took it. Well, after I got the job done, it was a shop and deliver. 2 items, $6.95. I was like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, I'm done after this one. So I took it. And when I took it, I got it done quick. I looked at it, you know, here's the address. Here's where it's going. I'm like, wait, whoa. Oh, dude, that is a hospital, man. It just had the address of the hospital. It didn't have special instructions. It didn't have any of that stuff. Again, wait for it. So as I called the customer, I texted the customer. They didn't know anything about the order. Nothing. It was one of those deals where somebody was using somebody else's DoorDash app to order. I'm like, you know, for some fucking Swedish fish and a fucking bag of fucking pizza rolls or whatever the fuck. I was like, dude, this is killing my ass right now. I know where this is going. We're going to have to fight this. I'm going to have to get on Dasher support and tell them that I have no address. That makes sense. I have no special instructions. I have nothing like that. So I did that. But I also knew this. If you ain't on your fucking way to get there, they're going to know that too. You can't just sit in the parking lot of the pickup and just fucking wait. At least get to the destination and then wait. We all know this, right? This is not anything you guys don't know. So as I'm going, I'm on the phone with the customer, and the customer knows nothing about the order, which told me clearly that the customer's phone was being used by somebody else. I think Dasher support, I think DoorDash should know about this. I mean, it should be as bad as when we do it. If you do it, if you use somebody else's phone to fucking dash, that's a bad thing for a lot of reasons. It should be the same thing with the customers. So as I go there, I get stuck in traffic. 25 fucking minutes. 2 lanes, 1 shut down. You gotta wait for a light to get to the hospital. I was backed up for a quarter mile. 25 fucking minutes. I was like, Jesus Christ, partner. What the fuck? So I'm on there. I'm on that fucking waiting list with VIP support, by the way. I'm like, oh. Man, dude. I have no air conditioning in my car. It's 90 fucking 7 degrees. Okay? 97 fucking degrees. I'm not getting a contract violation because I'm late because traffic's jacked up. What I'm doing is trying to get this fucking shit figured out. So, I finally get to the traffic, right? And the customer tells me they're going to call me back once they call the person's name that was on the app for who to I was going to goddamn deliver. I'm like, well, there you go. Never heard back from them. They got hung up on too. I just kept on hearing that music that the DoorDash support plays when you're waiting. And turns out later that was a fucking hang up. I didn't even know that. So I get to the fucking hospital. And when I got to the hospital, guess what happened? No response from anybody. I went to both sides. There's 2 sides of the hospital, plus there's a whole bunch of buildings in the middle. I went to the 2 main entrances. I used the name. They said, literally, contact security. That's what they said. Go to the front desk, contact security. That's what they said. And get my room number. I'm like, you know what your fucking room number is? You don't know. You have no clue what your room number is. I'm like, wow. Bad instructions, okay? I'm not going to give out the address on this website, on this platform, YouTube. I'm not going to do that because I know better than that. But let me just say it was a major hospital in my area. This motherfucker's big, by the way. I mean, this motherfucker ain't no joke, dude. You can fucking land a plane in the parking lot. So I'm like, I gotta know where to take it. What entrance, whatever. Nope, couldn't get that. So I went to security, I went to the emergency room, I went to fucking outpatient, I went to all them. That name that was in the app was nowhere to be found. No registry, no nothing. So I contacted the customer again and asked him, I was like, did you hear back from your support? Your Dasher support? Not your customer support? They're like, nope. They hung up on me. I'm like, well, me too. I'm still getting the music in the background. 35 fucking minutes later. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I lost 4 pounds on a 5-mile trip sweating my ass off. So I'm like, all right, let's check this out for a second. What is a Dasher to do? A Dasher is supposed to complete the order in a timely fashion. Well, when you ain't got the fucking instructions, you ain't got the fucking, you got the address, but you don't have any special instructions for a suite number, a room number, none of that shit. I'm like, all I can do is fucking ask questions. I'm tired of asking questions. How about you provide the fucking information? Which was not provided at all. So I finally, check this out, yo, $6.95 for 5 miles. Did that shit as a top Dasher. I finally get to the hospital. I finally completed that shit. I put the 5-minute fucking timer on. I didn't do that shit until almost 30 minutes into it because I was on the phone with Dasher support, on the phone with the would-be customer, and talking to security at the hospital, talking to the staff at the hospital. I'm like, is there any goddamn possible way that we can just get the customers to understand through DoorDash that you have to fucking give instructions if you're in a weird spot? Hospital counts, by the way. Oh my God. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to finish this motherfucker up, right? But when I get done with it, I'm going to start looking at that fucking map again. Because every time you go to one of these big complexes, what's the first thing that fucking happens on your mind when you open up those special instructions? You better hope they fucking gave you some. All right. It was a bad fucking ending to my day. Now we're going to get on to Jeff Thomas Black. Jeff Thomas Black fucking took some fools to school. All right? That's what he did. He took them to fucking school. Dude, I ain't never seen anybody pwn always cherry pick, or anybody pwn fucking flex, or anybody pwn fucking real talk with Roy the way the fuck that he did. That shit fucking rocked my world. Do you realize why I hang with Jeff Thomas Black? Do you know? Do you think it's a dick-sucking thing, a butt-kissing cunt? Hell no. That motherfucker's more educated than anybody here. He's in the fucking business world. He's played it. He knows it. He's understood it forever. The rest of us are just fucking running in circles about the corporate world. We're all on the fucking apps. The apps are not the corporate world. The corporate world owns our ass. They always have, they always will, until they fail. Now, with that said, when Jeff Thomas Black made that live stream, by the way, that was a fucking simulcast. And I thought it was the funniest fucking thing I ever saw. Because Always Cherry Pick didn't even know he was being simulcast through Jeff Thomas Black. When that happened, I laughed my fucking nutsack off. That shit was funny as... You want to talk about somebody getting pwned? Always Cherry Pick's got the answers. He's always right. He never fucks up. He's always more educated than everybody else. But Jeff Thomas Black, the bottom feeder of the fucking heap, ripped his ass apart. Jeff Thomas Black didn't yell once. You know where the yelling started? It started with Roy. The one motherfucker that always fucking says, Torp's life sucks. Torp's life sucks. Every time he's in a live, he fucking yells over everybody. Well, that's what I do, Roy. That's my job. That's my function on YouTube, to call out bullshit. And when I do it and people don't like it, that gets me off, man. That's an orgasm for me. If I pissed you off, I did my fucking job. And when I noticed tonight on fucking... Dude, Jeff Thomas Black ain't no joke, and you know this. You know how I know this? Because you got butthurt tonight. You got slammed to the ground like a fake wrestling contest. Oh, the only problem was you had no support. You yelled so fucking loud over him, you wouldn't let up on him. You know why? That's what happens when douchebags like Roy get butthurt. They don't like the facts, man. When people yell, that means they don't like the facts. They talk over you when you start having facts, like Jeff Thomas Black did. He's talking real shit in the real world about real fucking business. Let's not confuse the two. W2 is a real business, and so is DoorDash. But DoorDash, all the apps are going to have issues down the road. This shit was not designed to last for any of us. It doesn't give a fuck what app you're working. It doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. I retire in like 6 years. I give a fuck how long they last. They'll last that long, but they're going to be dead soon after that. I'm going to fucking use them the way they're using me. I'll play the game. I make some money. I got a little bit of freedom with my schedule because I'm a top dasher. But make no mistake about this, Roy, Flex, Cherry. Make no mistake about it. I'm a fucking slave until I retire, whether it's a fucking app or a W-2. Y'all can suck a fucking dick. I don't give a fuck what you say about Jeff Thomas being wrong about, well, hey, this is an opportunity. That's what you guys keep saying. It's an opportunity for what? What are we bitching about here? What's the complaint? You guys say that the complaint is that this is an opportunity that we wouldn't have? Well, you had an opportunity before it happened. You guys were working W-2s. I don't see any videos on W-2s. Do you? Does anybody see a video about a W-2 sucking? No. The reason we're complaining about this is because we're all getting jacked up. So stop complaining about Jeff Thomas Black saying that this is corporate manipulation, because that's what it goddamn is. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And as the poor get poorer, we all bitch. Roy bitches, Cherry bitches, Flex bitches, I bitch, everybody bitches. And even Eli, even fucking Uber Jeep Arizona, Jeff Thomas Black, he sure to fuck bitches. The DoorDash sucks bitches. Oh my God, man. Thomas Industries. I mean, seriously, why do you think we're doing this? There's a goddamn problem. That's why we do what we do. Everybody's on the same page. You just ain't hearing the same message. The message is this. We all got a slave for the fucking dollar. All of us. There ain't nobody special here. Not one of us. But don't sit there and fucking call Jeff Thomas Black wrong because you don't agree with him, because your agenda ain't being fucking met. I got news for you guys. None of our agendas are being met. Not one of them. Anybody that has to go out there and do anything for a dollar, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm happy with my job. My job sucks. We're app slaves. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck this. I love this, I love that. You're wrong. You're still working for that dollar, are you not? I got news for you. When you get $20 in your pocket, do you really give a fuck where it came from or how you got it? As long as you can pay that utility bill, as long as you can put gas in your car, as long as you can feed your family, as long as you can eat those chicken wings, drink that fucking beer, hit that fucking bong, smoke that fucking cigarette, do you really give a shit where it came from? Does that really matter that much? Then you got to make a point about who's doing it right or wrong. All Jeff Thomas Black was doing was saying this. App slaves are real, and that's a fact. How many times have you guys complained about this? We have to do it a certain way to stay on the app. We're all capped. Fuck you if you don't know that. That's not my problem. That's not my concern. If you don't know it, I ain't gonna explain it to you. We're all capped. No matter what I do in 8 hours, it's the same fucking money. I take 225s at the end of the day as fucking bangers. I take bangers in the morning, it's 225 at the end of the day. It's the fucking spread. That's the gamble that Jeff Thomas was talking about. I don't like to gamble. I just go out there and treat it like a fucking job. The difference being top dasher, I do it on my schedule. If I show up at 8:15, nobody gives a fuck. If I go to W-2, I show up at 8:15, the schedule says 7:30, I'm getting rid of. I don't like that. That ain't me. That's not what I want in my life. But what I do want in my life is people like Jeff Thomas Black that have got so much fucking education in the corporate world, and he's trying to tell you motherfuckers what it is. Go watch his fucking videos. How many times do you have to beat over the head with a fucking reality stick? Jeff Thomas Black is trying to explain to you, and I don't even know why he does it. He's too smart to be here. He's trying to explain to you what's going on. The motherfuckers say, well, you really want the apps to crash, go away, be broke? Jeff Thomas Black is like, yes. It's like, what's wrong with some fucking truth? The difference I see with Jeff Thomas Black is this. We want them to crash and burn the way they're running. Where I agree with him is this. Wouldn't it be nice if you worked really hard and did a really great job and had super great customer ratings? Everything right across the board on your ratings on DoorDash. All of it. Boom. 100. Down. Green. Wouldn't it be nice if you could bank $200 in 8 hours? Go fuck yourself if you say you make $200 fucking dollars in 8 hours. I call bullshit on that. Prove me wrong. Instead of saying prove me wrong, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say you're full of shit. You have to bust out 12 to 16 hours to pull that off. I know that. You can't tell me no different. These motherfuckers, their videos start in the fucking morning and they end at fucking midnight. That is app slavery, bros. That's what that is. I know what it is. I'm not denying it. I'm a slave. I've been a slave my whole fucking life with fucking money. Every time I go to a W-2, I had one for 23 fucking years in a factory. I was a slave there. I'm a slave now. But don't tell me that app slavery isn't real. It's the real big time. That's 100. But don't tell me either that delivering hot dogs is any different than fucking delivering people to their destination. A 20 is a fucking 20. If you deliver a hot dog, a Big Mac, French fries, a goddamn car, a fucking big screen TV, or you go to a job and you produce something that a fucking Chevrolet or a Ford manufacturer is going to put in their car and you're getting union wages, you had to do it to pay your bills, did you not? Yes, you did. We're all bitching about the same thing. We're all fucking slaves. Doesn't matter how you get that 20. Hot dog or a fucking goddamn brand new Corvette. Slave is a slave is a slave. You have to do this or you ain't getting shit. That's the goddamn point Jeff Thomas Black was trying to make, and he used common sense and real facts about the business world to do it. He pwned, always cherry pick, he pwned Flex, he pwned Roy. He pwned them so fucking bad they talked over him. And when they found out that that was simulcast, they got even madder. You know why? They wanted the credit for what he was saying. When they found out that he was getting the credit for what he was saying, they got butthurt, they yelled over him, and they shut him down. Just like I got shut down on Pedro's. When you start talking real, the fakers will shut you the fuck down. It's beer o'clock. Us 55-year-old motherfuckers need a beer. And trust me, 15 are about to hit the fucking road right here. Addictions ain't no joke. I'm addicted to everything that makes me happy. It's pot, cigarettes, beer, or money. All four of those things are real. And they in my life forever. You know why? Because I'm a slave to happiness. Go fuck yourself if you're not. that means you ain't in the real. The real just hit you in the fucking face. If you don't like it, find somewhere else to get your fucking nut. That nut ain't gonna be here. This is what I got for those motherfuckers that disagree with the bottom feeders, right here. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This plane will not land, but it's beer o'clock. I got shit to do. I hope you all enjoyed the ride. When the restraints come off, feel free to leave the building. Torp out.